If you guys had to move away from here where we live, where we've always lived, where do you think you would go? You don't have to leave the U.S., but you just have to leave the...
If we had to move away from here...
Had to leave the golden corner?
You had to leave the golden corner. Where do you think you would choose to go, and where do you think you'd fare well at? None of us are going to big cities. Let's just put that out there.
No,
that's
we
not
wouldn't fare well there.
No. No. I was thinking about it on the way here, and I thought I'd probably, obviously I'd probably just moved, like a couple miles away.
Right outside of the golden corner.
Move
right outside of it. That'd probably be the best option. But if I had to go somewhere, I'd probably go to Utah, because I think Utah is more similar to the South than a lot of the other Western states.
Yeah,
well,
I could see that.
My little pea brain's thinking if I had to move, there would be a reason why I had to move, which would probably dictate where I was moving to.
Yeah, well,
it wouldn't be like the local government just said, you can't live in Oconee. Pickens County, you got to go.
Yeah, you got to get out of the region.
You'd have to be going to Utah or Kansas or wherever for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
to make it more easier for you, like if you had a warrant out for you, where would you go?
That's right.
Now I understand.
But I thought about Utah, man, because I feel like Utah is, how do you say it?
Dry.
Yeah.
Flat,
dry, pale.
It ain't gonna work out good for you.
You going out there for that polygamy thing here, ain't you?
No.
That's what
now, I thought about that. I thought, well, that could be like an additional bonus if I wasn't already married.
Yeah.
But then I thought, that's just going to be a lot of work.
See, I'd move to like a beach in Barbados somewhere.
Yeah.
Where I can run around half naked, drinking all day.
Okay.
And the sun's out. I mean,
and that's different from here. How? Oh, the sun ain't out all day.
Yeah, it's rainy here.
I had to move.
It's rainy here.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I think that also says a lot about, deeper underlying issues that you might have.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're probably right. I mean,
I just want to go to.
I'd probably find a beach somewhere to move to, either Florida or
sorry,
something.
It's not a great question to ask, but
it's a great question, but the parameters are too wide.
Yeah, if you had, well, I'd probably go to a beach too. I don't really like Utah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you can choose just anywhere, I would not choose Utah. Like out of just like, hey, Josh, no money issue, no anything, no strings attached. Where would you want to move?
Yeah,
Utah's not it.
No, it'd be on my list though. I'd check it out before I decided.
You just want to go check out Salt Lake?
No, I wouldn't even pick Salt Lake. I'd pick a remote, like not Salt Lake,
like a corner, like a beach in Utah.
I think they have a lot of
beach in Utah. There was Utah beach.
Beachfront property.
No, I think they have a lot of what is it, Inuits in.
Hey, listen, they idiots everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
in Salt Lake they have like a lot of. What is it? Inuit? Is that the word?
What is that? That is definitely a word.
Yeah,
I think you wouldn't say indigenous.
Yeah,
like
what's
Indians,
the difference?
Native Americans.
Yeah, now that
Indians.
Well, they have a lot of people that are of a different shade that have been there for a long time.
That's indigenous.
Okay, indigenous people.
Yes.
And where are the Inuits?
Inuits is like a tribe in like Alaska.
I thought that was the case too.
Inuit.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was the case.
Like Cherokee.
You're probably getting the cold combined.
I was getting them confused. But yeah, I'd go somewhere. Salt Lake has a big issue with immigrants. What did you call it? What did he say?
Inuit?
Indigenous.
No, indigenous. Sex
Alaska.
workers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've read that online multiple times.
Just indigenous ones, though?
That's what's throwing you to Utah.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's Salt Lake City.
So
I'm going to go to a different area.
Yeah, I was going to say, Utah's huge.
Still within reasonable driving distance, but I'm not going to be in it.
Just saying.
I don't want to be in the heart of the scumbag, egrets or whatever.
You don't want to be at the damn bottom of the trash
What's an
can.
egret?
An egret is a bird.
That's a bird. That's a lot.
Yeah.
These things
Just like
can run
pelican or
together.
something like that.
Yeah,
these things are going to start running together, and I'm going to confuse those words.
Yeah. Well, I would bet money that the next song we do is going to have egret, indigenous, immaculate. What else did I say? Inuit, and
indigenous.
Already
Utah.
said that. Yeah.
More.
A lot of stuff in
Sex workers.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's gonna have all that in there because I can weave.
Oh, I'm listening. I had no idea that Salt Lake was a hotbed for sex trafficking. I had no idea.
Well, I don't think it's a hotbed for it. I think it's a now if you do it,
yeah, it's like a hotbed.
Yeah,
well, probably
hot,
for more. Yeah,
hot
temperature.
nether regions.
Yeah, like a burn.
Yeah,
like a burn type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to that. I'm going to I'd find a place like this just in Utah.
Okay.
Obviously, I'd go beach first. You guys are missing
narrowed
the point.
yourself down to
No,
Utah.
So you're saying Utah is
on the list.
Utah's kind of your backup plan.
If
Like
I want to
plan
do
B.
this shit again, I'd just do it in Utah.
I got you. Well, I wouldn't go to Utah.
Yeah.
I would go to, like Earl and Dad said, probably a beach.
Yeah, well, I know. What I'm saying is beach is one,
and then
mountain.
Utah's two.
Mountain
then
is
mountain,
two.
and then
You know what? You know who has mountains? Utah. So it's on the list.
Well, I see. I could,
I don't know why I'm getting upset about it.
Utah might
This
not
is all
be that
fictional.
bad.
You started it anyway.
Yeah.
You're getting real defensive about Utah.
Well, I'm saying that it's probably not a bad choice if you had to. You had to leave.
I concede that. I
Yeah.
concede that. Utah's okay.
Not
But then-
Salt Lake.
see
But
that
then
all.
you get, I mean, it's like, why not
I'm
just
waiting till I
Colorado?
get kicked out before
Yeah.
I make up my mind. What I'm doing.
That'd probably be on the list too.
Yeah, me and Earl just gonna wait till we get kicked out over here
Yeah.
before we decide.
See,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Maybe we should wait.
If you need to, I'll have a place in Utah, and Josh will have one in Colorado. So
There we go.
There we go.
We out west.
Yeah, I'm just
Well,
thinking if
good.
we decided to branch out and immigrate west, like
Immigrate.
Immigrate.
immigrate west. That's a different.
But just move.
Yeah.
If we moved west.
Yeah, no, but I was thinking about. I don't know why I was thinking. Oh, I was thinking about it because I was coming here and there was a damn. Somebody did a crime at the grocery. There was there's a car parked down at the bottom of the parking lot near the sign for Ingalls, and there was about 5 deputies, and a fire truck, an ambulance, and the coroner was there.
Oh.
And I was like, somebody did a bad crime.
Yeah, that's never good.
Something
right
bad
there.
happened.
Crime turned into.
You have a couple of those things, you're okay. But you have that combination of all of them.
You know something went on.
Something ungood happened.
Yeah.
I was on 85 yesterday, and they the same thing. They'd pull over a car, and there was 3 deputies, and then one unmarked car.
Mm-hmm.
But now they had them people out. They were standing not on the side of the road, but on the other side of the road between the guardrail, handcuffed.
Oh, yeah.
And them deputies had everything out of their car. Everything. I mean, they had their suitcases opened and all laying on the side of the road right there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, they were searching them heavy.
Yep. Well, you shouldn't be out there doing crimes.
Well, I
Well,
guess
that's
they was
my
waiting on the drugs. Yeah, the canine.
Now, I have seen that. I thought about moving because if I did a crime, I needed to leave.
And that you were like, where would I go?
That's why I was asking.
So now we're talking about being on the lam.
Yeah, loosely.
Now Utah might be a good place to lay
Yeah,
low.
yeah. Now you kind of, it's a
Now
whole
we've got
different
a
thing
reason
now.
why we moved is to be on
Rural.
the land.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because if you're on the land, the first place they're going to start looking at the beaches.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
They're not going to go to the outpost of Salt Lake City and look for you.
Yeah, or like
I
a
mean,
camp out there.
I've-
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do find them in Las Vegas. Every time I've ever been
Yep.
to Las Vegas and you go through the airport,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
you'll see the police escorting somebody through there.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
got him.
Yeah.
Every time I've been
You can't
there.
try to go to Vegas.
I knew that I could sell y'all on Utah in under 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, you did.
You
got
we're
it.
good.
Yeah,
we all
we
Utah
all good with
bound.
that.
There we go.
Look
Yeah.
out, Mormons! Here we come.
Yeah, here we come. Watch out.
Taking over.
But they, that's why I thought about it. And then, what are they're branching out from just dogs as drug sniffing animals.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen one like TV clip or something, and because they're running out of them, I think.
Dogs?
Yeah.
Or trainers, maybe.
Yeah. Or
Maybe trainers for the dogs.
Yeah. Or they're getting too aggressive or something. something's happening where they're like, hey, we need to get a secondary option.
Yeah.
You know?
What's our next animal option?
Yeah, but they didn't they didn't provide an option. So what's a good secondary option from a drug sniffing dog?
Raccoon.
A goose.
No,
Huh?
no. There's only one. There's only one logical answer. A badger.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
What did
If you want
say?
something to get in there and find it, a badger will get in there and find it.
Now, what's a
I didn't
badger look like?
It looks like a short
Shaved
dog.
porcupine?
Okay.
Like a
Short
really
dog,
aggressive dog. Like a
but
real.
kind of like a groundhog,
Okay.
kind of like a beaver.
Yeah.
But they don't give a rat's ass if fatback goes to $92 a pound. They don't eat it no how.
Yeah.
They'll go in there and get whatever it is they want.
Okay.
They'll
So you
fight
just got
whatever
to
they
train
want.
them to want drugs and bombs.
And nothing
You
will
gotta-
stop them from getting it.
You got
They
to get
don't
them
care.
addicted to cocaine and methamphetamine, and they will go and find it.
Yeah.
I swear.
What animal did you say?
I said a raccoon.
Yeah, and Dad said a goose. And
Well, I
Earl-
was just thinking on a goose, it's easy to keep the leash on him. That's the only thing I thought they had.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to pull you around.
Well, yeah,
He'll
I
break
mean-
his dang neck.
Yeah.
and plus he's pretty funny watching him walk.
We was playing
so-
golf a couple weeks ago, rode by a goose just sticking his tongue out at
Yeah,
us.
sticking his tongue out at us. Just-
Arrogant goose.
I had
Yeah.
if I hadn't been driving and I was on Dad's side, I had a good mind to punch that bastard in the face.
Hit him with a 9-iron about
It
130.
was one of them
Yeah.
Canada goose, wasn't it?
That's exactly
Probably.
what
See,
we
them
thought.
Canada people, you got to watch them goose.
We've
and
noticed
them
that
people.
wildlife is getting more
Wilder.
Yeah.
and more arrogant every day.
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
they're
we
getting-
playing golf yesterday, and there's some deer. Here they come. A whole family of them, like 9 of them, and they'd
The
walk across the
extended
fairway
family.
like. And I'm sure one of them shot the bird.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be through here in a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all just hold up on your golfing.
All
Yeah,
this
we're
clover
walking.
you got here, we got to eat that first.
Yeah, they're not 20 yards away from us, just walking,
Yeah.
moseying on across the
Yeah,
fairway.
right.
And we're like, I tell people all the time, like, if I see a stranger on the driving range and there's a deer out there, he'll be like, oh, you see that deer? I had one guy one time lose his shit over it.
Yeah,
He was like, man, look at that deer. I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh. Like he'd never seen one before.
Yeah. I said, well, I don't
Easy.
know if you saw the sign in the pro shop, but if you hit it with a ball, you get to keep it. He said, huh? I said, yeah, if you hit it, you get to keep it.
Yeah.
He said, really? I said, yeah. I said, you just got to figure out how to get it home.
Mhm.
Put it on your cart, put it in the trunk of your car.
strap it on
they
the
don't
front.
Like being locked up in the trunk.
Yeah.
I mean,
This guy 100% believes that if he hits a deer with a golf ball,
He gets
it's
it.
his.
Yep. He has a right to that deer.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there thinking, this guy probably owns a business that
Yeah, he's
is.
on the board of directors
Yeah.
at some
Yeah.
high dollar place.
But so badger is what we think's option 2. We think a goose is probably going to be too arrogant to actually work.
Yeah,
Good for keeping a leash on him. If you let him loose, he's going to do his own thing. And
wander off.
Well, I think a
Yeah.
raccoon would be good too, just because of the opposable thumbs. But you would have to get like a rehabilitated because they're
Yeah.
thieves naturally.
yeah,
So if you could convince a raccoon to be on the light side,
Yep.
rather than the dark side,
Mhm.
you'd be good.
yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause
If
he's
they
got
found
thumb.
the drugs. There'd be tendency to steal it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, he's
So-
gonna put it in his back pocket. He's gonna try. If he finds a kilo, he's gonna take half for himself.
if he puts it
We
in
can't
his
have that.
back pocket, he can have it. Yeah, because
I'm
they don't
just
wear
saying.
pants.
Well, he's got a service belt. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna give him a service
All right.
belt.
I didn't know if you were just trying to cute up butthole. But
No,
if he puts it back there, he can have
Hey,
it.
I'm just saying, raccoons can do what they want.
Yeah.
With drugs that they find, I guess.
I was glad y'all had suggestions because I didn't have one.
Well, dude, I think I went to raccoon initially because he's got hands like us. He can be like, oh, okay, I see it in the cup holder.
He has more dexterity to go in there and
Yeah.
get it, whereas a badger, do
Badger
badgers
might
have
eat it.
hands?
They have claws, big old claws. They won't be able to pick it up as
Out of the cup
fluid-
holder.
yeah,
As fluent as
fluently.
that
but
raccoon.
they'll tear the whole console out.
And
Yeah.
you'll
Oh,
know
yeah.
that there were drugs either there or they're still there,
There
just
you
spread
go.
out
There
everywhere.
you
Yeah, just hidden well.
I got you.
Now, a goose, I don't think a goose is going to be much help. I don't think it's a bad suggestion, but
It sucks.
they don't really do shit. Gooses
I
ain't
think
really.
that's what he's saying.
Well, that's
Gooses-
the thing about it.
They ain't got hands.
I've never really seen a goose, and I'm like, that goose is doing this. Like, I've never been able
Yeah.
to point out what they do.
They're most
Other
just,
than just
wandering
exist.
aimlessly,
Poop
shitting.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Kind of like
Yeah.
cows,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Well, we eat those, though. They have a purpose.
Well, you could eat a goose if you wanted.
No.
So now that we've totally shot down your goose idea, what's your other animal?
Well, it's funny you said that because, and you might remember this guy, but back when we was in high school, I had this guy he'd moved from California out here for some reason, and he chose South Carolina. Well, instead of Utah.
Yeah.
So
not a bad option.
And he was a good guy, and me and him got to be good friends, and still are. But I was thinking, probably 20 years ago, maybe, but anyway, he had moved to California, and graduated high school, went to college, moved to California, and become kind of a hot shot. I mean,
he moved here from California, or moved from here to California.
So he was in California and moved here.
Oh,
and we went to school together, and then now after he graduated in college, he moved back to California. He's pretty big deal out there, But anyway, we was thinking about these animals, and it wasn't. I don't know, just a while after we graduated that he. Like I say, he's pretty big shot, but he called me one day and he said, "How you doing?" All that stuff, but I said, "Fine." He said, "Listen, you ever been quail hunting?" I said, "Yeah. I went with my dad and my grandpa a long time ago."
Shoot some quail.
Yeah. He said, "Well, I've never been, and I want to go quail hunting." I said, "Well, shoot, man, come on." He said, "All right." So 2 or 3 weeks later, here he is. He comes and he wants me to go quail hunting with him. Mm-hmm. I said, "Well, cool, And I didn't tell him. But I said, my grandpa's still alive then. I said, I'll go up to Papa's house there, and I'll get one of his coon dogs, and me and him will go quail hunting.
With a coon dog.
Yeah, with a coon dog.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about hunting, so you're leading me down a path here.
See, we had a coon dog going quail hunting, but it wasn't. We just like the dog.
They can find.
But anyway,
they can find an animal though.
Anyway, I said, "All right, we're going out here," and then, like I say, he didn't know. Well, I was going to go to my grandpa's house and ask him could we quail hunt on his land, and so we did, and we went up there, and I told him, I said, "Just stay in the car here, and I'll go up here and make sure we can quail hunt on this man's land." He said, "All right." So I go up to my grandpa, knock on the door like I don't know him. Anyway, I go in, and I can tell something's wrong with my grandpa. I mean, something wrong with him. He's not right. So I said, "Papa, what's wrong?" He said, "I had to call the vet yesterday. Mabel, my mule out there, she's sick. She's suffering and sick, and so I don't know. But I love that mule. I've had him for 15 years. Well, all right, Grandpa, but it's just a mule." He said, "Yeah, I know, but I hate it. I hate that mule suffering. God, I hate it. Tell you what, do when y'all go out there quail hunting, can just shoot that mule, and I'll get tractor after a while and bury him." I said,
"Drag him."
That's what I said. Papa, I said, "Do you want me to shoot?" He said, "Well, he's suffering. I love that mule. That mule's suffering, and I hate to see him suffer." And the vet said that he's gonna die in 2 or 3 days anyway.
Put him down.
Go ahead, put him on down.
Yeah, I said, "Dang, Papa, I hate that, but I mean, if that's what you want me to do, I'll do it for you." He said, "Well, do that, and like I say, don't worry about it. I'll get the tractor and bury him a day or two.
I'll clean it up."
Yeah. So I was walking back, out there to the car, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna mess with my buddy a little bit, Yeah, I said, "Come on, I'm pissed." He said, "What's wrong?" "This old man here said we couldn't dang hunt on his land." He said, "Really? I thought you knew him." I said, "I did know him. I've done things for him my whole life, and come out here one time wanting to go quail hunting, and hell, he won't even let us hunt." I got in the car, and we drove down about, 25 yards or so. He said, "Well, why won't he let us hunt?" "I don't know. I've known him my whole life, and he ain't no reason he would. I'm pissed at him. I've never been this man. Matter of fact," I put the car in park, got out with my gun, went over there and shot that mule. And
Put
of course,
it down.
my friend there, he said, "Oh, shit. What in the world?" And then I hear, bang, bang, bang. Well, looked over at him. He said, I hate he pissed you off. I killed 3 of your cows for you. So needless to say, that didn't work out too good.
Yeah,
for
it was
it
was a good idea, but it turned out
but
bad.
it kind of backfired on me.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, luckily you probably had some good meat for
Didn't
a while.
have to process those
Good
cows.
meat from the mule.
No, I wouldn't eat.
Yeah.
I ain't eating no mule meat.
That's like horse meat right there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Papa
That's a
has some good
delicacy.
meat, I guess. We
Yeah.
got in the car, and I sped off. I didn't want to be no part of that anymore.
Yeah. Well,
You said, I ain't
nowadays
helping
you
with the
can't even
cows.
shoot a damn animal, dude.
No, dude. Especially even if you're on your own property.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if you shoot an animal and you're like, hey, I shot this bird, people are like, hey, why'd you shoot that bird?
Yeah.
Like, people come to the defense of everything that, shouldn't be defended, I guess.
Yeah. What is this?
Animal-wise.
What? Yeah. Animal wives?
Ugh. I'm not going to kill any animals' wives. Like, I'm going to kill the husband.
What is the saying that all animals have a life, but not all of them need them?
That's a good saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard it before, but that's a good
That's a good. I like
Yeah.
it. I mean, yeah.
I think it's a good. You could put it on a shirt. Or you could just say it to piss people off.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
Oh, I love animals.
Do you?
Oh, I love them so much. Have you ever, shook hands with a grizzly bear? Do you love him?
Do you love him?
Yeah. Like,
Do you think that bear cares about you? Because he doesn't.
no. But that could be a shirt we put into your boys' podcast shop. All animal lives matter, but you don't all need them.
Yeah, but they
we'll
don't all-
clean
we'll-
it up for
What did we say?
Yeah,
start
we're gonna
with?
we're gonna clean it up. We'll
Yeah.
go back and listen to what we said.
We'll clean it up.
Rev 2 coming soon.
yeah. We'll have to touch it up a little bit, but what did I say? All
animals have lives, but not all of them need them.
Yeah,
That's
there
it.
you go. Bingo. But you said that on the way here you saw a wagon,
The little motorized shopping
scooter.
carts
Yeah.
from like Walmart
Mm-hmm.
in the ditch across from Fats.
Okay.
Oh.
Now that's probably a good. How many yards is that from the entrance to Walmart?
From the entrance, it was just
250.
Yeah.
250
from the
yards?
door or from the road.
From
entrance?
the where you saw the cart to the entrance of Walmart. It's probably 100 yards.
No,
Oh, it's more
probably
than that. 300 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I could throw a football to it.
No.
Not a chance.
You couldn't hit a golf ball to it.
I could throw a football a quarter mile. I bet.
Over
Yeah.
a mountain.
Yeah.
You was standing on the Grand Canyon, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this one, it looks like maybe they had gotten some ill acquired goods, and as soon as they made it across 123 and got to the Fat side of, they ditched it. And
Gotcha.
Well, that's
So now let me ask
weird.
you, what you reckon now when he took his car, you reckon he went out to regular and waited on the red light and all that?
Like
Well,
in
that may
traffic.
be-
Oh, yeah,
may
like he
be
was a
why
car.
it's over, it may have got struck in
Yeah.
123 and knocked over in that ditch.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I didn't think about
He
that.
may not
That's a
have-
good point.
May not have adhered to the traffic signal.
He could be MIA.
Well, like
yeah.
I say, I think his name's Jerry probably,
Yeah.
and he's
Driver
in
famous,
Walmart,
got
and he
named
ain't got a scooter yet, but he's thinking, damn, I'm tired of drunk one, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get me some beer, and let me get on this scooter right here.
This
and
will
that's
make
what
this
he
a
gets
lot
on that
easier.
scooter, and he go down the beer lane and gets him.
as much as the
Well, he's
little
probably
basket will
used to
hold.
driving
Exactly.
a moped. Let's call it what it is. He's probably
yeah.
used to, small, motorized vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what he does. Gets him as much beer as that little basket of hold.
And not, not bog him down.
Right,
Yeah,
because
and
not
then
tip
he,
him over.
I was going to say,
goes,
it's sitting like that.
Go down the ice cream aisle probably, and he said, I could put one of them in my pocket and gets one of them little pack
Single
ice
serve.
cream.
Opens up a pack of ice cream sandwiches, puts 2 in his pocket.
Yeah.
Like,
And then he goes to, the counter because he's going to have to pay for something to make it look legit,
yeah.
and he sees a pack of 9 lighters,
Yeah.
and he said,
Yep.
I'll need them, and gets them,
$1.50.
sticks in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets up there and he pulls out one of them ice cream sandwiches and said, I got one of these. And,
It's just a whole
broker of mine
damn
said,
mess.
"Sir, we don't sell them
Individually.
Yeah.
That's not
He said,
labeled
well,
for
I found
individual
this. And
sale.
they said, oh, go on in. And so they let him out.
Yeah.
He just
then-
stays on the scooter.
And then at that point, the race is on
Yeah.
to the end
Well,
of the road.
he's trying to get to Lowe's. Well, behind Lowe's. The woods behind Lowe's is where he's
That's
trying
his
to get
house.
to.
Yeah. That's where he lives.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and
I may know
he's
him.
going down that whatever name, industrial
High tech.
high-tech road, and And
He didn't go far.
well, no. So either one of three things happened. Either Jerry got struck
Yep. Hopefully.
by a car,
Yeah.
Yep.
or Jerry is on the scooter that the battery died on.
Yep.
You know, but it's in a ditch. So Jerry probably, you know, if the battery died, he wouldn't have run it in the ditch. He just got off of it. You
Yeah.
know,
Well, that's the
walked
thing.
rest of the
Something
way.
put it in that ditch.
Yeah.
You know, you don't just run a. You know, you can run a moped in a ditch and get it out.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I've done that, but you can't. You know, do a grocery cart, a motorized electrical scooter.
It's tough to get it out of a ditch. I think once you get it in there, it's not easy to get. It doesn't have reverse.
Well, you got to pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to tow it out or something.
Yeah.
It's not like Terry. He don't have reverse. does
No.
he?
No. This is Jerry with no reverse who lives in the woods behind Lowe's. Yeah.
And he finally made it home.
Yeah.
That you
said that his house was back there. His home's back there.
Yeah, where he stays is house was house was like a general term for a living
That's
area.
a good point because they don't ask Jerry where he lives at. They ask him where you stay at.
Where do you
Oh,
stay
yeah,
at,
that's right.
Jerry?
You know, and he stays in the woods behind Lowe's
That's
most
right.
of the time.
He has a tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
And
tent.
it's a refrigerator cardboard box is what it is.
Yeah.
And it come from Lowe's.
Yeah.
You know, so
Well, to be honest with you, he could probably build himself a hut out of all the
Scraps.
broken concrete stone that we've Lowe's.
And that may have been his plan. I was going to say that I think
Chunks
he just
down
wanted
there.
the motorized cart because he can't get a moped and he doesn't have he's never had a driver's
you know what?
license.
You've hit on it right there. He was taking that motorized.
The cart was the goal.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
he was taking down there to Lowe's to put that stuff in there so he didn't have to carry it all the way back.
Yep.
To the woods.
Yep.
Jerry might be pretty smart or not.
Well, obviously not, because he didn't make it.
Well,
Yeah.
he didn't make it.
You know, intelligence
He
is
failed to
relative.
recognize
Right.
the
You
battery
know,
life.
for how much he's gone through in his life, I would imagine, having
Now,
any brain cells.
that's
is
also
good.
yeah, because he's probably running thin on those.
And if you ask Jerry, he did make it.
Yes.
I'd bet money he's on disability, though.
Where do they send the check?
They just put it on like the back of a pigeon, and they're like, "Here, find him."
They send it to Lowe's, and they're like, he'll find it.
Yeah, just throw it
When
out
Jerry
back.
shows up tonight at midnight, give him this.
Yeah, they tape it to a badger. Like it'll find him.
Or they tape it to a stone and they roll it down.
Yeah.
That's.
Earl said something a second ago that I forgot already, but he said something about the cart that I was thinking. Oh, he said it might have ran out of battery, which is also a possibility.
Juice. per
Yeah,
se.
because God forbid when they park them, they plug them in. I saw one lady riding through there one day, and like that, she didn't. You would think they have the retractable cord to plug it in the wall.
Nope.
No, you got to like roll it up and like hang it on a handlebar. Well, hers was just dragging down
like
the
a
aisle
vacuum.
20 feet behind her. You know, and that was funny. But I was thinking maybe the new carts, because they're all going eco-friendly. Like, what CC engine you think that thing has?
4.
It doesn't have CC. It's not an engine. It's a
not
battery.
It's a battery. Not a,
How
It's
many
running on
volts
like
is it?
it's running on
It's
like
like 0
120
cc.
volts.
6 volts, maybe 48 volts. I don't
Yeah.
know what they are. I haven't.
That sounds right.
What he should have done, two things. It probably doesn't, but I'm thinking maybe they have a radius around Walmart that, hey, if this thing gets out of here, it don't work no more.
It's like an electric fence for animals.
Yes.
Yep.
For
Yeah,
their
I don't know if they
got you.
have that
motor
or not.
cars.
Now,
They
that would be
probably
smart.
don't.
They probably don't, but if they
Still got to plug it in and it's not wireless charging by now, it definitely don't have this shit.
yeah.
But two, what he should have done, instead of filling his cart full of beer, ice cream sandwiches, and lighters, he should have moseyed back there to the toy department and got about 6 of those batteries that go in them little Jeeps. Then he could have made it all the way home.
Yeah, he could have had.
yeah, see, you making Jerry think too much.
Yeah, you
Jerry
using
don't
brain
think
cells
good.
that he doesn't have.
Jerry may not
You're-
be
you know,
quite that
Egret.
thought-provoking.
Save.
What is the saying? You're putting the cart before the horse. Well,
Yeah.
You're
Putting
betting
the
on
idiot in the
Jerry.
cart.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Like, mm-mm.
Yeah, that's a good point. But, if you think about that, you could get everything in Walmart that you need to build a motorized vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a shitty one,
No doubt.
but they sell tires.
Well, who's making it? Obviously, if it's us making it, it's going to be shitty.
Well, Earl's going to make it.
Well, okay. Well, now Earl can guide us,
I doubt
so
it's
it's
gonna
not
be
going to be
shitty
shitty.
It's not gonna
But
be- yeah, it's gonna
if
be
we have
well
something
done.
to do with it.
Well, here's the deal. We're gonna get the shit.
I got you.
We'll give it to Earl. Bring it here.
Draw
we have
out a plan.
Limited tools. Pile it up and be like, Earl. Ta-da.
Magic.
Yeah.
Let's create a vehicle.
We'll be back in 20 minutes. We're going to get snacks.
We got to get snacks. My sugar's getting low.
And all we left Earl was
at Walmart.
three
Ice cream
tires,
sandwiches.
3 tires, a whole bunch of closet rods, and
a kayak,
a basket.
Shower curtain.
16 batteries that go in a little Jeep,
Mm-hmm.
a shower curtain, and that's it. That's
A
all.
bottle
Yeah,
of bleach.
that's it.
We'll need a bottle
Yeah.
of bleach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta have the bleach.
A basket for the seat.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all we left him. And then we just expect, we come back.
Do
A Rolls
engineering,
Royce
Earl.
is laying there.
Yes. Yeah. No, but that, I don't like people
That
on
would
those
turn out
carts. I don't like them at all, dude. Where were we at? We saw one lady, or maybe it was me and you. We were in a Walmart, I think. Or, no, we were in Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Josh were in Lowe's.
Oh,
And here comes this bitch riding by on this motorized cart.
yep.
Don't have nothing in. Evidently she'd been in there for a while.
She's got her purse in the basket.
And
that's
nothing.
it.
She hadn't put anything in the basket. She rides by, and I can't stand it. Like, if you have an enormous egret or like a
Egret.
Yeah.
what is it?
We're
when
back
people
on the
are-
words.
You better find a cage for him.
Yeah.
No, when people are real fat? What are they called?
Obese.
Yeah,
If you're obese,
yeah. I don't know why I was thinking egret, but when you have a big one,
you got an obese egret, you got a bigger problem. But if you're just obese riding around on
Yeah.
your scooter,
I was thinking Inuit. Is what I meant. Anyway, when you
None
have
of
a
those are
obese, this lady wasn't huge, but when you have a real big fatty, and they get on those carts, like, bitch, just walk up and down the aisle. Do a little
help.
cardio.
yeah. Or here's an idea: get to the aisle you want to go down, hop off that cart, walk down the aisle.
Yeah,
You know?
if you need it for medical reasons, if you got a foot that's blown off,
There you go.
if you got a
Yeah.
bum knee or something, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
This bitch
You
in
got
the
gal.
Lowe's, she had a broke arm.
It's hard to walk with a broke arm.
Evidently.
If you can't do 2 things at once, I guess.
Yeah, and she's riding by and just the most what is it?
Oblivious.
Yeah, but when you're real, yeah.
She was
Obnoxious.
oblivious. Yeah.
Huh?
Obnoxious.
Kind of like that, but it's you think
Yes.
you're better than somebody?
Yeah. Arrogant.
That's it. She was riding down the middle of the damn aisle all arrogant like, "Oh, I got a motorized cart. Watch out, here I come."
Watch out, everybody. Also, my arm's broke.
Yeah,
I don't
looked,
feel bad
looked
for
at
you.
Josh. I said, "What the hell's she doing? Her arm's broke. Her legs look fine."
Yeah. Her legs are fine.
Yeah.
They were.
But she
They
did
were.
have pants on with shoes, so she could have had like peg legs and didn't want to.
Yeah. Didn't want to have to walk like that to
Yeah.
show us.
Yeah.
Their legs look like she hold up a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, big old legs.
A-frame.
Well, yeah, not a big house, but but and I'm not. I mean, I'm fat, so I can say it. But I'm not
You can say
knocking
whatever you
people who
want.
need the carts. I'm just knocking the people who are don't need them.
Abusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Abusing
Lazy
the privilege.
fats. You
Yeah.
know.
There's a difference between sick fat and lazy fat. So if you're
Yeah.
lazy fat, keep working. You can get to sick fat. But if you're already sick fat,
Yeah.
no hope. Sorry.
No, get on the cart.
Yeah, get on the cart.
You're welcome.
You're sick fat, you can use the cart. Lazy fat,
Yeah.
get your ass out the cart at some point during the thing. Like,
Yeah,
just get
and
a
try
little-
to stay.
Just be able to say you tried.
Try to go if you lazy fat, try to go this way.
Yeah.
Instead of going towards sick fat.
Yeah,
Because
because
don't just give up.
yeah, that like anybody can do that. Like wait till you're old enough, then
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I'm old enough to be sick fat now.
Yeah, you might can do it. I'm not gonna say you can do it.
Where you
Might
draw
be.
that line, though? I mean,
Well,
I think
doctors have to make the
Yeah.
call.
oh,
Yeah, or just the personal responsibility of getting your ass up.
Yeah.
because any.
The reason I ask is because I've known, and we've known a couple people that had to go down to the feed and seed to get weighed.
Yeah,
I mean,
go. Yep.
So,
Didn't have
You
scale big
dated a
enough.
few.
yeah, if you are.
Well, now I'm just saying. I was saying that a doctor has to diagnose you. Hey, you're just lazy and fat.
Yeah.
You're sick fat. Something wrong with you.
Yeah, you're something's wrong making you fat.
Yeah.
Not just you're lazy and therefore you got
Is that
fat.
how it works? Is if you get? I thought you got fat, then you got sick. But the way you just said it, you got sick and it made you fat.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I had a buddy who was fat as a kid.
Yeah.
And he had a thyroid issue, and that's what was making his neck fat.
Okay.
Yeah, sure it was.
And yes.
So let me get this right. You could have something wrong with you and then it'll make you fat.
Apparently.
Really?
I might need to go to the doctor more.
You might be sick.
Figure out what's going on.
Might be a little too late. But he had a thyroid issue, and I was like, oh, shit, what's that mean? He was like, well, I'm probably going to be fat. And I was like,
you're already fat. Is that what you said?
Yeah, like I thought that was the reason why you were fat. So you're going to get fatter.
Yeah.
And he never answered, but he's doing well now.
He said, I'm probably going to be fat. You said, you're probably going to be fatter.
Yeah, that was my thing. I was like, you're already kind of fat. Like, you're going to get worse, or going to get worse before it gets better type thing. And
yeah.
That
okay.
was it. That
makes sense.
You know, he was sick, and that sickness could have made him fat.
Okay. Now, I hadn't heard about
it's possible
that.
There's two types of sick fat.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's fat.
We're going to need a Venn diagram is what we're going to need.
Fat.
We're going to need a Venn diagram for fat asses. And we're going to say sick fat asses, lazy fat asses, and just general fat asses. And, you know, all the circles. I'll work on it this week. I'll come back next week with it.
We got to make a chart.
Yeah.
Which one are you?
I'll try and decipher it, yeah. I'll make one of those little diamond things with the paper. It's like, oh, you open up. Yeah, that's Jeff. He's sick fat. Okay, sweet. That's it.
Maybe we need to make a new Magic 8 ball that tells people. You know, it's got, you regular
or it's
fat.
just health questions only at Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah.
Like, I have a thyroid issue. Is it going to kill me? And it's like, yes.
Maybe, but it's probably going to make you fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's no definitive answers. There's no yes and there's no no.
Oh, yeah.
There's just one that's like EHHH, like,
Maybe not.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Or just give it some time. Like, oh, yeah. Is my diabetes going to get me? Give it some time.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Oh, cancer runs in my family. Is it going to catch up to me? How quick do you run? Give it some time.
That's a good idea.
It is a good idea. I saw two dudes I was picking up food last night, and I saw two dudes fist fighting outside of Firehouse Subs. Well, getting ready to fist. They weren't like in the act.
They were like throwing their arms down, like and looking at each other with their chins. Like you knew they were like.
Well, I was in the drive-through at Moe's, so I could see directly to it. You know,
were watching.
Yeah.
Well, you had the, high ground.
I had the best seat in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I was cage side or like parking lot side near them.
Well, you had the best seat.
But there wasn't a lot of traffic, and for whatever reason, the dumbass at Moe's doesn't know what a mobile order is. Pull up to the speaker thing. Hey, welcome to Moe's. Can I help you? Yeah, I had a mobile order for Caleb. You had a what?
Yeah.
I said, like a mobile order. I ordered food online.
Sir, did you say guacamole?
Yeah. What do you want? A mobile order?
Then she said, you ordered food like on the internet? I said, what?
An online order?
She didn't go there. She said, you ordered food on the internet? I said, what? I said, yeah, I went on to Moe's.com. Placed an order for food to pick up now. Oh, all right, well, come on to the window. I get to the window,
she
says.
No, nothing.
No.
Get to the window now.
I go to the window, and she says, you placed an order online. I said, yeah, on the internet. She goes, oh, okay, it'll be right up. Then I see her print my ticket and go start making my food that I ordered 20 minutes ago.
Jeez.
Said it'd be ready in 15. It's a whole thing. I've got into it before, but it's ridiculous.
You're heated.
Yeah.
So you was watching the fight while all this was happening.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of traffic going on, so it's kind of quiet, and it's a time at night where I should have already eaten.
Yeah.
And so I got my sunroof back, my windows down, and I can hear them shouting at each other.
Oh, wow.
One of them's real muffled. Like, he might not speak. He might speak Egret.
Or he might have some teeth missing.
Yeah.
He might have a tongue issue, something like that.
Something could be wrong with him. Or he speaks a different language that I couldn't understand.
Or he could be sick fat.
Yeah. Well, he's getting ready to get his ass beat because the other guy kept shouting, don't talk about Sean like that. And now I'm sitting there thinking, well, okay.
And he's
Sean's
about to go
fat
to
sick.
he's about to
Yeah.
go to blows for Sean, and
what he
Sean
said. Sean's
might not
fat
even know
sick.
it.
And he's pushing a car, like pumping himself up and just screaming, Sean's my boy. Sean's my boy. And I'm sitting there like, well, I can't put it together. I don't know who Sean is.
Yeah,
I don't even know if I know anybody named Sean.
I know a couple of Sean's.
Okay. And so, but this one guy who's friends with Sean is getting ready to throw down.
Yeah, getting ready to go to war for Sean.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
And the other guy's screaming something, and I can't make it out. But the guy who's, I can't understand,
sick
has
fat.
food. This guy, Sean's buddy, doesn't have food.
He's lazy fat. No, he's sick fat.
Yeah, something like that. And they're going at it. And he's like, I'll beat your ass. And Sean, when Sean gets here, he'll beat your ass. I'm like,
Damn, Sean's on the way.
Like calling a tag team
Sean's on
partner,
the
or-
way. Right.
Next thing I know, the Inuit guy, who I can't understand, he takes his drink and throws it directly at the head of Sean's buddy. Hits him in the head. And,
Oh, then it's on.
well, that's what I thought.
He poured gas on a fire?
No, Sean's buddy just starts walking in circles, just pumping his fist at the ground. I'm gonna do it. I'm like, what?
He's
And
about
he's
to lose
doing his own thing
shit.
now. He's pumping himself up. The other guy gets in his car and leaves. And I got 10
Sean's
minutes.
buddy's in his own world over there, just,
Yeah.
hyping himself up.
So then Sean's buddy's like, let's do it. Punches a window out of his own car.
He goes Super Saiyan and punches a window out of his own car.
So now there's a new category: fat, sick, stupid.
Yeah. Then
Fat,
then
sick,
after
insane.
he's reached his boiling point, let's do it. Punched a back window out of his car, like a back passenger window.
Turns around.
Kia Rio. And turns around and then realizes there's no one there.
You gotta pay attention. You gotta
And
pay attention.
I thought to myself, why in God's name did I not video this?
We wouldn't even have to do anything with it. We could add a song behind it.
Yeah.
And that would be it. Like, man.
I
missed
bet
the
you
opportunity.
Sean this today he's rethinking his friends.
Yeah.
What do you think?
He needs to, because
Well, yeah.
he's got one friend that ain't real bright.
I'm being
No.
honest, his one friend is off his rockers.
He got
But,
angry.
But he'll go to war for
but
it.
he would die for him, it sounds
Yeah.
like. So, I mean, that's a good friend.
Maybe you need to have a loose cannon
Yeah,
friend.
everybody might have to have one. Maybe that's the thing.
Could be.
Y'all had one, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a point there.
R.I.P.
We had another one, Henry Brown.
Yeah.
You know,
He was loose
put him in the
cannon.
trunk, Henry
Put him
Brown.
in the trunk.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you know,
Abduct
that's
you,
his
Henry.
thing. Yeah.
Abduct you,
He'd
Henry
he'd
Brown.
Going on a date, put him in the trunk. I got me one. I mean, you know.
He's going to get you, sucker.
Yeah,
A fisher of women.
It's real stuff too. I mean,
Damn. We got one Trey,
Yeah.
He's fucking elusive as shit.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where he's at.
He's a
He's a
Houdini.
damn slippery eel.
Yeah. But I thought to myself, after it was all said and done, then the girl interrupts me watching this, because now I'm, the guy's checking to make sure his hand's not bleeding, and he wasn't. I was like, how did he do that? So I'm
just
watching
so
it, and
accurate and so fast.
I'm in deep, like, amazement.
You questioning what's going on. Like, is this real?
And
Is this a movie?
about that time, the girl opens a window, said, here you go, here's your food. I'm so sorry for that wait. I said, no, it's all good. She said,
I had entertainment the whole time.
she said, it's all what? I was like, all right.
All
I
right,
just pulled
see ya.
off
I'm
of it.
out.
I think I can't. I thought to myself, I missed a golden opportunity to video this and put it on the podcast, but I think I told a pretty good version of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you definitely painted the picture, and that's all we can ask.
Well, the only thing that made it better if I had to describe to people, but it was getting dark, so I
Yeah.
could see them briefly, but
Well,
it was, I mean, in all honesty, I'd fist fight inside of the firehouse before I'd fist fight in the parking lot.
Well, then you could say you put out a fire or something. Like,
Yeah,
you could say something clever like, yeah. Like,
Well, you have more weaponry in there. Like, you could throw
yeah.
a chair.
well, dude, you could steam them up real quick. You know
or
how
one
they
of
steam
them
those?
fireman hats.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
dude, they got like 1,000 pickle buckets in there, too.
Yeah,
You ever been hit with a
find
plastic
something.
5-gallon bucket?
Full of pickles.
Full of pickles.
Because I haven't.
I don't want to.
And I don't want to. I don't want to, dude. On the way here, I passed a place that does a yard sale or a garage sale or I mean, I kind of know the difference. But
Hey, hold on a minute. Didn't you say we hadn't seen Trey in a while, have we?
no.
Mm-mm.
You know, I start worried about that boy. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen him.
Yeah.
Well, he's still hiding.
At
might
some
better
point,
check
we're
on
going to
him.
have to go look for him.
Well, I mean, I've
He's gonna
seen him.
expect us
What
to
would,
go
I'll
look
tell you
for
where we
him.
can start. Let's go to see Jerry.
You make
Yeah.
sure he knows where he's at.
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed Jerry knows.
Yeah. They are.
Well, that's the thing. We've seen him. We just haven't seen him here.
Yeah.
Like we've seen him. You know.
Well, I've seen his truck, but I'm the person, Trey, I hadn't seen in.
Well,
I
he's
don't know.
elusive. He's quick.
Yeah. Well, he's
Yeah.
camouflaged.
Well, I still think that I've done something to offend him because since I kind of joined the little team here, he just
No, he
That
loves
is
you like a
quick coming.
father.
Yeah, he loves you like
a father.
like a
Yeah.
like the Uncle Earl he never had.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
well, no, I think that's
And I
you
think
know,
he has an Uncle Earl. But
maybe
apparently,
that's why he says,
the
"I ain't
better
getting
Uncle.
another one."
apparently he ain't shit compared to you. So. And we could attest to that. We don't even
I
know
don't know.
him.
That's the thing. No,
Yeah, but he's missing.
So you said you was having a yard sale?
No, I
Oh.
passed one on the way here, and I come here every Saturday. You know,
For what?
every single Saturday
I know the guy you're talking about.
at this same house, they have a yard sale.
Well, and it's a house that's in a corner of the busiest street in Seneca,
Yeah.
and he is in town, but he has a yard sale like daily, almost or weekly.
Yeah, who has
or
that
something.
much shit?
Well, yeah, that's my thing. Is he has a constant rotation of things. I saw a brand new push mower one day, and then I saw a riding mower from 1989 the next day. So
Yeah.
That's because Jerry is his supplier.
Yep, that's what it is.
I feel like that's probably it. He
I
had
bet you can buy
tomatoes.
lighters in there cheap.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You can buy used Bic lighters. Like, I was like, okay.
He's like, they're refillable.
Yeah, refill
I don't
them.
think they are.
Jerry
Buy them for the
all over
sticker
it.
on them, not for the lighter. I was like, okay, they're not collector items.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start getting.
I
y'all-
noticed too, the one y'all talking about, 'cause I know what you're talking about. He started, he's expanding too, because now you got tomatoes out there and squash. So,
Yeah.
Yep, and the umbrella,
yeah, umbrellas, yeah. So,
which is what was weird. It threw me
Yeah.
off when I first saw it.
Well, we can. I just thought, who has that much shit all the time? But I guess he's trying to like do a one man flea market.
Yep.
You
Well,
know,
that's
weekly.
what I'm fixing to do too.
Yeah, there
I'm
you
going to
go.
have a one-man flea market.
Well,
There you go.
roadside stand. What you got today, Earl? Don't know.
Yeah,
Don't know.
yeah,
Pot
don't
luck.
know
Pot
yet.
luck of stuff.
Let me
Yeah.
dig through another trailer load I've hauled out of the other house.
but I saw the fight, and then the UFC fights happened last week,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought after I saw that fight, I started questioning myself on the way home, and I thought, and you guys could probably give some insight on this, but I thought, as big as I am, it'd probably be tough to knock me out.
Yeah.
You would think, but the further I rode home, the more I thought, it probably wouldn't be that tough, because I feel like I know I'm fat, but I don't think I'm sick fat.
No, you're not sick fat yet.
But I think,
Which is good.
yeah, but I think
No, we have to watch it.
that well, that's why y'all are here. The like my marbles, in my brain, they're all there. I ain't losing them,
Yeah,
but
you
the
just
packaging they're in is getting worn.
I got you.
So like, if they're in like a sleeve or like a Pringles can,
Yeah.
it's either someone got the can wet,
And it
the
dried. so it's like real
cardboard's
feeble.
yeah, or the top's loose.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like if somebody, that knew how to punch,
Mm-hmm.
punched me in the head, it'd only take a couple and I'd be out.
Yeah, head punches.
But you would look at me and think, nah, he might be able to withstand some punishment.
Yeah.
I think you could shoot me with a gun a couple times, I'd be okay.
But a couple elbows to the head, you think you'd be rough?
Yeah.
You know.
If you punch me one time right here and then one time right here, I'm out.
Probably.
Well, that's the thing.
Probably
You got to
true with
be.
any of us. The right
Yeah.
punch in the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
well,
back here under my ear, dog.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll get itchy back here. Or not itchy, but like I'll have a tickle or something.
Rub it and pass
push it.
out.
A tentacle.
Yeah, and I'll
rub
do
it
this
and
right
put
here.
yourself out.
And I'll be like, whoa, shit.
Yeah, I was did
You
it.
rub yourself behind the ear and your foot starts going like that.
Yeah.
I don't need to
that
drive
feel so
home
good?
yet.
Well, you're probably right, but it's hard, to get somebody to, pose and turn their head just right so you can hit them right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't
It's hard to talk them into that.
Well, I don't have good head movement, My neck's kind of stiff.
Well, so basically, you're saying wherever your body goes, your head kind of just goes with you. Like you don't have a lot of just head by itself.
No, I can move my head. You know,
you can't duck and dive.
Yeah,
Bob
but I'm
and
not.
weave.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, pulling a Muhammad Ali. Y'all think one punch fucked him up, or was it like the series of all of them?
All of
It
them.
had to be a series.
Think so?
Yeah.
You
Well,
don't
he
think
didn't
there was
take-
one that was just from the Lord and was like, stop?
It could be.
The greatest.
It'd be like, for you, you decide right now, from now on, the rest of my life, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to walk straight into that brick wall right there with my head first.
Yeah,
And I'm going to do it every day.
yeah.
What about 20 years later?
It
You
finally
think about
catch
Muhammad
up.
Ali.
Well, I think I mean, for
Be real
sure.
nervous.
I mean, you're going to be working you are right now. I mean, that's going
Worse.
Yeah, and that's
That's saying something.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get near sick fat soon.
Well, that'll put you in sick fat category real quick.
But I thought, I thought about it, and I thought it had to be the series of punches over a 30-year career, however long it was. But then I thought,
But then you watch some of his fights and you're like, hold up, this guy didn't get hit a lot.
yeah,
So it might have been one punch.
yeah, and I'm
Like-
saying, if you think about it and use your brain now, if you think about it,
I'm trying.
it definitely makes sense that it could have been the lifespan of his career, all of it combined. Gave him mush brain.
CTE. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get that mush.
or do you think there was one punch that flipped the switch and sent him over the edge?
Well, without being around him on a daily basis,
Yeah,
anymore.
the one punch theory would have to be perfectly coherent today.
mm-hmm.
Got hit last night. The next day, I'm mush mouth,
Yeah. Mush brain.
Yeah.
mush brain, mush mouth.
Yeah.
know.
Well, it
And
definitely
coherent.
affected
But
his
now,
words
if you
too.
just watched him and he slowly got worse and worse and
Right.
worse, that would lead me to
Like a
think it's the
CTE type
overtime.
thing.
Yeah,
So, man, I don't know which it was because I wasn't around him. I don't know if he
right.
just went from.
Well, I think what it is, and I don't have, I didn't do science to figure it out, but here's what I'm
It's a
thinking.
theory.
And also, it doesn't matter, but I'm just thinking. I was thinking about me getting knocked out, and I was thinking, like, who could knock me out? Muhammad Ali, Jeff, or
Yeah.
Jerry, whatever his name was.
Jerry.
But I was thinking that he was perfectly fine when he started boxing. Then over time, he got hit little by little, and it started chipping away. Like, here's the point where you're going to flip over to mush.
Sick.
And he starts chipping away little by little, right? But age is also pushing him that way.
Mm-hmm.
So he was going like this. Now he's going like this.
Yeah, that's it. Like age, normally you're going like this speed. You know,
Yep.
just over time we'll punch, bop, punch,
Yep.
bop.
Yeah.
You know, he's getting,
Like
when
that.
you shove him on through.
But I was thinking if there was one, if you look back through somebody who cares enough, because it's not me, somebody who watched all of his fights,
I mean,
and there was one punch that really rocked him, that took him from one punch, that one punch said boop,
Yeah.
and now you're
It's
there.
That's
like
it.
hitting fast forward on the
Yeah.
Remote,
VCR,
yeah.
mm,
Yes.
he got to the end real quick.
Yeah. And I don't know why I was thinking about that. I was thinking about, I know I was thinking about me getting knocked out, but I was also thinking about something about him.
You must have been wondering how close to that point you thought you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many single punches would it take to get
Well,
to that
this
point?
thing that I was doing with my hands, I just made up now.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it. Then I was driving, so I couldn't, do it.
That's where that
Yeah,
Pringle
you
King
yeah.
come from and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of shapes that made sense, but then I thought, who the fuck thought it'd be a good idea to give him that torch at the Olympics when he was just weeble
yeah.
wobbling up through them? What are y'all thinking?
Whoever
He
his
probably started a
agent was,
forest fire on the way.
Yeah, I mean,
He's spilling
you
out
gave
the
a man
dang
like
torch.
that
He's like,
flame.
There's a lure for you.
Yeah.
Here, carry this.
Yeah.
Hey,
Don't be surprised when something bad happens.
Yeah. Well, I think that
Only you can prevent forest fires.
when they light the torch, where are they doing the Olympics now?
Tokyo.
Yeah, I think Michael J. Fox is running that last quarter mile.
Oh, good lord. Gonna burn down the whole damn island.